Shape for Lifers, and happy Valentine's Day. I'm here alone. My wife is not with me at the moment. She's in the living room making the kids breakfast. And I just wanted to take this moment to talk about a suggestion that came up on Facebook. I did something nice for my wife a couple days ago. I don't know what it was. I do lots of nice things for my wife. So one of her friends on Facebook said, "Your husband should teach other husbands how to behave." And my wife suggested this to me. She sent me a screenshot. And I thought about it for a moment, and I was like, whatever. Other husbands will just deal and whatever. But then it kind of simmered, and I decided to just come up with a 10-point list on how not to suck as a husband. It's not how to be a great husband. It's just not how to suck at being a husband. And then you can build up from there. First thing is every house has its basic cleaning requirements. For me, every morning I try to do the dishes, garbage, cat litter, and feed the kids breakfast. I try to do those 4 things. Sometimes it's only 3, depending on the day and how things are rushed and whatnot. But you have to try to do those things. If you make the attempt, that's going to be noted in the wife folder, okay? This is not necessarily a plus, by the way. You don't gain anything from this. What you do is you don't get a minus, which is also a plus in the husband category. Okay, so that's number 1. Basic cleaning issues in your house, whatever they may be. You got a dog, you got to walk it, cat litter, laundry from the previous night's got to be folded, anything like that. You find 5 minutes to do those things for your wife, you will then not be in the doghouse. You'll be actually level, which is good. Okay. Next stage is weekend cleaning, and this is something you got to chip in on. It might be taking care of the toilets, it might be changing the sheets. If you initiate those things, that's actually probably a plus, okay? So add that to your list. So basic cleaning duty number 1, weekend cleaning number 2. Number 3, listen. Us men, we want to solve the problem. I know, we are linear, but women aren't linear. They are cyclical. They think AQ75B12 garage, okay? We think 1, 2, 3, which is not always the right way to think, by the way, okay? So don't try to solve your wife's problems. If she's talking to you about something, just listen. I have a bad habit of all of a sudden drifting off into another place, and I shouldn't. And she knows me now that she notices it when I've drifted off, and she'll say, "Get back over here," or something to that effect, okay? So that's number 3. Listen to your wife attentively. Number 4, gifts for nothing. You're not only required to get gifts for Valentine's Day, birthday, Christmas, that kind of stuff, but it's really good to bring home gifts for nothing. I brought my wife a watch, I bought her a bracelet, flowers, a single rose, anything. Doesn't matter. Piece of candy that she likes, anything. Bring home gifts for nothing. By the way, do not bring home a dog. Okay, I learned that lesson once. Don't do that. Avoid arguments, okay? Just in general, avoid them. Because even if you think you're right and you have debated properly and followed all the debate rules and you win that argument, trust me, you have lost in the husband category, okay? So try to avoid arguments in general. Try to listen, and don't try to win so hard. Your wife is not going to categorize your win as a win for you as a husband. It will actually count as a negative. So remember, if you win an argument with your wife, you have lost. Team player. If there's an argument in the house, and for us we've got kids, so if the kids are being kids and my wife is having an argument with them, the best you can do is side with your wife. But the least you can do is be neutral to try to be the Swiss in there and just mediate between the two. But do not take the side of your kids, okay? The best you can do is be part of your wife's team in the argument that's going on or in the discussion that's going on, because the kids probably did something wrong 9 times out of 10, because they're kids and we were kids too and we were awful. So side with your wife or be neutral if there's an argument going on. This is hygiene, okay? Guys, we're guys. Sometimes we like to get dirty. If I go mountain biking, all of a sudden I stink for the day, whatever. I'm at the gym, sometimes I didn't shower afterwards, I stink for the day. This is not doing anything great for your relationship with your wife, okay? So make the attempt to keep your hygiene up. Trim your toenails, trim your fingernails, nose hair, ear hair. As we get older, all of a sudden hair starts sprouting everywhere. I get hair on the tip of my nose. It's weird. Eyebrows. As you can see, I'm pretty shaven right now, but I actually had to do my eyebrows. I have one of those nose tweezer things that you put on your eyebrows and it kind of trims them down a little bit, because they'll just become like, that. So trim your eyebrows. If you have one of those beards, that's cool too. If you're one of those Gen X guys that has those long beards, just keep it under control and make sure your mouth is not covered by whiskers, because no woman likes to kiss whiskers. They want your lips, okay? All right, so hygiene. Oh, and when you're done shaving, let me address this twice. You must clean the bathroom sink. You must clean the bathroom sink after you're done shaving. Okay, get all those shaving trimmings out of there, okay? Again, this is not really a plus. You're just not going to get a minus for it. Appreciation, overall appreciation. My wife stays home, still works really hard, taking care of the kids. I'm out of the house for 12 hours a day. Things happen in this house and get done in this house without me. I don't know how they get done. Somehow the linen closet gets reorganized. I didn't do it. My 8-year-old didn't do it. Cats didn't do it. Somehow it magically got done. So when you see things change like that, try to take note of it and say thank you. In fact, say thank you a lot, because there's probably a lot of stuff that your wife's doing that you don't even know she's doing, but it gets done. I don't know, all of a sudden I come home and there's a pile of folded laundry on my bench. Didn't magically get there. Someone applied effort, okay? So say thank you a lot. Number 9 is touch. And I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about connecting with your wife in a loving manner. She's laying on the bed, feet are sticking out of the blanket, you're walking past the bed, touch her toes. Not tickling, not sexually, just grab hold of a big toe and just rub it a little bit. If you're over by the kitchen, or she's over by the kitchen doing dishes and you need to get something behind her, don't move her out of the way. Just caress the sides of her arms, gently reach over, grab whatever you need, and maybe in the process of pulling back, you give a little peck on the neck, okay? I'm not talking sexual here. We're talking about just touching your wife in a loving manner so that she knows you're there and you care for her. It's a big, big thing. That actually you'll get a plus from, because sometimes they'll get a little chill, and I like that. Number 10 is cook. We're guys, we know how to grill. It's like in our DNA. I think that you should expand that grilling skill and get it into the kitchen. If it's cooking some steak, learn how to make a little French sauce. All of a sudden you're done cooking the steak, put a pat of butter in there, a little bit of white wine, let that reduce, run that through a sieve, boom, all of a sudden you got a little sauce for your steak. Your wife is going to think you're amazing. It's fantastic. Learn how to cook vegetables, roast vegetables. This stuff is easy to do, but it will make the house smell nice. You cook some roasted sweet potatoes, all of a sudden the house smells like Thanksgiving and your wife is happy. I don't know, because it's like aromatherapy or something. I don't know, whatever. So learn to cook. Oh, and when you're done cooking, because I'm guilty of this, when I cook, I use every pot in the house. I go to neighbor's house, bring their pots over, cook on those, okay? There's a sink full of dishes at the end. Who's going to clean those dishes? Me. The husband will take care of it. I will cook and clean and get that done, okay? Those are the top 10 in my world of initial things that can help you not suck as a husband. And then maybe if there's a part 2 of this guy, I'll talk about good old sex, but that's another category altogether, which should also be extremely valuable and a strong part of your relationship with your wife. Because if she's not exciting for you in that manner, then that's another matter. My wife, however, is wonderful in that manner. She and I very much click. Yay. And I'm super thankful for that. Okay, happy Valentine's Day. Try not to suck as a husband, and use the tips that I've thrown here, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better husband day for you. Okay, take shape for life, Metallica Mom, Team Metallica Mom, Snakepitdad, don't give up, enjoy the process, trust the process, teach the process. Okay, and go get them games!